Hey guys, it's Justin from ClarityCoat. This week we are at Dip Your Car. We've got something special which we're going to talk about later in the video, but for now we've got Fonzie's standard but not standard e-tron GTRS, and all of his cars are black, but he wants something special, so we're going to make that happen for him this week.
All right, so Richard, what do you got going on over here?
Yeah, so I'm just using some tape to hold the spoiler. As I'm doing the job on my own, I don't want to release this bolt and have it fall, slip and damage the vehicle. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Hey guys, so bit of an update for you. We've got Fonzie's car in, and as you can see, the bumper is completely off the car. He is not happy about that at all. Because thanks to Richard, we have completely taken it apart, and for good reason, because it is a very complicated bumper and it needed to come apart. So far we've taken the bumper off the car, we've taken off the charge port covers to make that easier to mask, the door handles are out, the spoiler's off, and we're going to run around the car and make sure there's nothing else we need to take off specifically for Fonzie's request. Right now Richard's painting the car with snow foam.
I'm enjoying the spray.
Bit excessive.
Snow foam, aka the DYC pre-dip, which is a water-based product which helps take off all of the contaminants. And then after that, we're going to spray with a solvent degreaser before we start masking up in the morning. Okay, so one of the issues with this particular car is the rubbers, silicone, like on most cars. So what we've been discussing is how we're going to mask up the door and the side skirt. So what we've decided to do is we're going to mask the door up in its entirety, put the windows down, and have it so that we can actually open and close the door whilst we're painting. There's no chance of us taking these doors off because there's no way Fonzie's going to let us. So what we're going to do is we're going to mask up the top of the side skirt so the side skirt is exposed, and then we'll be able to open and close the door, get it all completely painted, and then at the back we'll create our own line so that we can finish it and it looks nice and neat and smooth. Okay, so I've come outside, I have had to cool down. It is so hot inside, so humid. I've actually changed my t-shirt. But what I wanted to also do is give you a bit of an update on what we're doing. So first thing first, we've been discussing for the last hour and a half what on earth we're going to do with the front bumper. There are three designs that Fonzie's come up with, and we are going to go with the third design. The reason for that is plain and simple. Nobody's ever done it before. Not only has nobody ever done it before, the color we're going for, again, an Audi doesn't have this on the car. No Audis. It's an old Porsche color that has come back to life, I think in 2012. So it's going to be amazing. And on top of that, what's even more cool is that we're using water-based paint. So we're using Axalta Speedseeker High Tech. It's a water-based OEM automotive paint. So this is the actual paint that people would use to paint their car and change the color. So with Autoflex being the world's leading peelable paint product, it's peelable, you can sand and polish it, you've got great protection from your OEM paint. We can then apply the water-based paint over the top, seal it in with our clear coat, and we have an OEM color. It's peelable, it's protected, you can sand and polish it, and that is why Fonzie is so happy, because after 2, 3, 4, even 5 years, if he decides, he can peel this off. But the beauty is it looks and feels like real paint, and of course it's a genuine OEM color that not one Audi has. So it's about 5:30. I clearly haven't started painting, there's no surprise there. So let's get to it. I'm going to get suited up and get cracking. We've got Fonzie's car, and I wanted to give you a quick update to talk about the masking and why we've masked the car in the way that we have done. So you can see the doors are on. However, we've taken the bumper off, we've taken the charging covers off, the handles, the window trims, the door window trims. Why have we done that? Well, obviously here at Dip Your Car, they're not used to taking off all of the parts on the car. However, we as ClarityCoat and our professional customers That's what they're used to doing. So what we've done here is we've done a bit of a hybrid. Diplocar don't have all the panel stands and all of the equipment that we would normally have in our facilities to take everything off the car, such as the doors, because we would take the doors off, you see, so that we can get all of the door shuts done and nice and perfect. So on this occasion, we have masked them up strategically so we can get as much of the car painted as possible. We've left the bonnet, hood on the car, but like I said, we've taken the front bumper off, taken it apart, because Fonzie wanted something a little bit different done. So we've done that. We've left the rear bumper on the car. And again, this is something that we would normally take off, but it is also down to preference. We didn't have to take the bumper off on this car, not that we would have had the space, but what we've done is we've masked up the bottom of the carbon fibre because Fonzie didn't want it painting. So you also have to bear in mind that the way that you mask a car up will also depend on the customer's requirement, but also down to your facility and what your experience allows. We've also masked up the boot in a way that allows me to paint, you know, a nice area of the shop so that all of the inside edges are covered, but also to lower it down and paint the top nice and evenly. We've left the badges on as per the customer's request, and we'll peel those off afterwards. As you can see, Rich is giving a nice proofing now. We've left the wheels on, masked everything up, and that's pretty much it. Now we're going to paint. Hey guys, quick update. As you know, we didn't have a lot of time to get this car stripped, masked and painted. And then on top of that, I've decided obviously to do my best to sand and polish it. So I am flying through this as quick as I can. Just wanted to show you what we've done so far. Half the hood is ready to be compounded and polished. This side is pretty much done. It is looking awesome. After that, I'm going to get the tops of the panels all sanded and polished and then get out of here.